Good morning, eighth graders. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the week, and that means assignment number 2. So, this week we are focusing on your independent research. I had a number of people email me and ask, is this the same work as last week? The article that you did as practice? And the answer is no. In the assignment from Monday, you could have reread the article you found for your letter research, but I do want you to focus on your own material this week. You're now doing research for your project, and that means you need to find your own articles. I've given feedback to the people who already submitted their Article 1 with a number of questions written in your comments. And the purpose of asking you those questions was not to tell you you needed to answer them immediately, but to give you an example of how you use follow-up questions to guide your future research. For example, making sure that you understand the definitions of things that you are quoting from your article, asking the how or why questions about certain aspects of your topic. And those kind of follow-up questions are going to be really important as we keep moving forward with your research. So today you're going to find a new article from a scholarly source. You guys are doing really, really well with finding appropriate articles so far. And then you're going to add that article link to the chart below. Again, find 3 or more important quotes that show how your topic is a problem or why it's a problem, information about it. And for each quote, I want you to explain what it shows or what it proves or why it matters. And cite your article in MLA format. Now, a couple of troubleshooting tips. First, I noticed about half of us were struggling with the MLA formatting part. So I'm going to do an example for you here. Let's say that I am researching a problem very dear to my heart right now, which is the disrupted supply chain based on the COVID problem. And I care about that because there isn't any flour at the grocery store. So let's say that I found this article. It looks pretty reasonable. We've got a .org. I see a lot of the information I'm going to need. So if I look back at what am I going to need? I need the author, the title, the year it was published. So I'm going to look for that. The first thing I'll do is copy and paste my link right here. And then I'm going to get the author, which is Andy Uhler, going to copy and paste the title. And then I know it is published in April 13th, 2020, so very recent. So I'm going to write the author's last name first, Uhler, Andy. My title, I'm going to change that so it's the same size and font as the stuff I'm already using. And then you'll notice it needs to be italicized. And then I put a period, not italicized. Year it was published, 2020. The publishing company and the place. Sometimes with websites, this is tricky. Now, I'm assuming that Marketplace, which is the website brand, basically, is the publisher. But if you're not sure, or it doesn't say at the top, scroll to the very bottom of a website. You'll find there that there is usually information right at the bottom where Marketplace is a division of this, and it usually tells you when or where things happened. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to use Marketplace. And Minnesota Public Radio is the other information that I need from that. So I don't have a place it was published. I could infer that it's Minnesota because of the Minnesota Public Radio, but we don't know that for sure, and so I'm going to leave it blank. Anything that you can't find, you just leave it out. So I'm going to have Marketplace, and instead of the place, I'll just put period. The newspaper name, we're actually going to do Minnesota Public Radio. Marketplace is our name. And then I put the website link again, and then the month and year accessed. Now, the reason we do that is because websites change a lot. And so if you use a website at one date and then it is changed later, you know kind of the version that you were using. So I'm going to put April 2020, period, and now I'm done. Now this looks really ugly right now, so don't worry about it. We're not going to worry about the formatting. You'll notice down here it looks all pretty because it's indented and it seems to all fit on lines. Don't worry about what yours looks like right now. Just get all the information. I can help you format making it pretty later when we actually do our presentations. And when we gather quotes from our article, we're going to put them here. But I noticed a couple of you had these long quotes in the middle, but then your commentary didn't really line up with them. So if that bothers you because you like things to be very organized, you either use extra spacing between the bullet points, or if it's easier for you, you can also add extra rows to this table and just separate your quotes and comments that way. So if that's something you're interested in, what you're going to do is just click. You can either right click, or if you're using a laptop, you do 2 fingers tapping on the trackpad, and you'll get this menu that shows you essentially the right click menu, and you can click insert row below, and that will just give you an extra row. You can also, anytime you're using a table like this, if you want to add an extra row, you can automatically do that by clicking tab at the very bottom right of the chart. So let's say I'm down here and we need to get rid of the bullet point to do this. I click tab, now I have a new row. So you have these extra rows here, but just leave them blank. If that helps you, feel free to do it. If you prefer to just leave it the way it is, that's fine. I just want you to do whatever you need to keep your work organized. Organization is really key right now as we gather materials. It'll help you a lot to be able to find your things easily and to be able to read your own work easily when we put together our presentations. So I do have office hours tomorrow from 1 to 2 p.m. If you would like to join because you have questions, you need help with the proposal letter from the past, you just want to chat and see a person's face, feel free to show up. Here's the link, here's the ID and password, and you need your first and last name to join the room. If you need anything else, feel free to send me an email or add a comment in the classroom. And I hope you guys have a great day.